Hello everyone, this is Dartsanova here. I've been thinking about this topic for a while, and Jeremy and his newest podcast has actually inspired me because he basically is quitting the new canon. No surprise, it was bound to happen sooner or later. I mean, there's only so much someone can take of something that they hate before they decide to stop. So, you cannot say I've heard people who've read the new canon and they stopped doing it, didn't try. And the topic of this video is for those people when they talk about the new canon and when you say I don't care about reading it, I don't want anything to do with the new canon. There's some people I've been hearing from time to time for some reason saying, "Oh, it's your loss. Star Wars and its fans will move on without you." Which, some condescending, answer. And one thing I have to ask, why should we continue to read something let me rephrase that. Why should we continue to be involved in something when we know we're going to hate it? It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Matt Wilkins is probably the smartest person of our group. Our movement. He decides he wants nothing to do with the new canon. What does he do? He absolutely doesn't do that. He hasn't read any of the new stuff. He doesn't intend to. And honestly, he's not wasting his time on something he knows he's not going to like. And something that I think a lot of you guys need to accept, for those of you who read the new canon, not everyone is going to embrace the new canon. You guys need to stop it. And stop talking down on people who don't want to read it. If you enjoy it, that is fine. If those like me who don't want to read it, we know we're going to hate it. It's a waste of time. Why should we read it? Why? When we know it's horrible, when we know it's disjointed, when we know that the people in the new group don't care, and the stories that are out so far are mediocre at best. So, mediocre to awful. I mean, to be honest, when I tried reading the new canon, there was nothing I liked. I hated the main Star Wars comics. I couldn't even read it past issue 4. I thought it was awful. Darth Vader, I dropped it after issue 6. It was awful too. Princess Leia, I couldn't even read it, really. I took one look at the comic, I was like, what the fuck? Why did I buy this? It was so fucking bad. The artwork is terrible. The Force Awakens novelization, the Before the Awakening, was awful too. It's like, I hated pretty much everything in the new canon. And after I read the Force Awakens novel, I realized how bad the new canon really was. It's like, if the novel couldn't make the movie better for me or appreciate the movie, then to me, the new canon is worthless. At least to me, it's worthless. If I've hated most of it, I don't think I should waste my time on it. To me, why do a bunch of YouTube videos where I praise the original expanded universe, maybe criticize it at some points when I feel like it does some stupid bullshit, but I would do nothing but criticize the new canon. It would make me look like that I was nothing but a biased fanboy. Which, to some extent, it would be true. It may look that way. That is part of the reason why I stopped reviewing the new canon after the Force Awakens novelization. Because of that. Because I knew it would bite me in the ass in the future if I did that. It would seem like I was another new canon hating channel. It would give those anti-EU trolls some ammunition to fucking make our group movement look bad. So I decided, fuck this. I'm dropping this. And one thing I'm gonna have to ask you people, why do you care if we don't read the new canon? It's not your time wasted. Are you enjoying it? If so, why do you care? We're not wasting our time reading the new canon. Why waste it? I mean, if we hate the new stuff anyway, what would be the point of giving it a chance? If 9 times out of 10, most of it is going to be hated. And I am not exaggerating that. Most of the new stuff I hated. It's a waste of time. It's just like a few years ago, you had a certain YouTuber who basically created so much drama over Naruto. You had a bunch of Naruto hate videos, people who hated the series, reading it for years and years and years, just shitting on that series. Not saying that Naruto doesn't deserve it to a certain extent, but why spend so much years reading something and just do a fucking YouTube basically shitting on the series, do nothing but doing that? If you hate it so much, why do you not drop it? That's the same thing for Star Wars. If you don't like the new stuff, drop it. And that's what I did. I dropped it. For those of you who are reading the new canon, this is pointing to you too. If you're hating the stuff that you're reading, why are you reading it? Drop it. It's a waste of time. You're not getting anything out of it besides wasted time and effort, when you could spend that time on something that you like. Me, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm reading stuff in the old expanded universe that I love. And maybe when there's probably going to be some few stuff that's complete shit. But that's okay, because nothing is perfect. There's some bad stuff in both canons. But the problem is, I'm sick of people saying that we're missing out on the new stuff, or the fan bases and the Star Wars will move on without us, when why should we give a shit about something that we hate? It makes literally no sense. It really does. I've been thinking about this for a while. No one in their right mind would want to read something that they know they're going to hate. It's a waste of time. That's the time you can't get back. Instead of reading the new canon, I could be reading something from the old canon, or I could be reading something like Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, vice versa. I could be doing something that I actually like, reading something that's good. And honestly, I think it's time that you guys accepted it. It really is. That it's stop forcing your opinions on people's throats. And don't say, oh, the EU fans do that. Maybe some of them do. I would be lying to say there aren't some people in that do that. But there's bad apples in every part of the fandom. So you can't say that. So you need to accept that there's those who have moved on. I'm not talking about the new canon. I don't even remember the last time I even bitched about it. Instead of bitching about the new canon, I could talk about the old one, spreading my love for the old canon. So people who have yet to read, the expanded universe could actually be exposed to it in some way. So in that aspect, I'm helping the EU movement because I'm showing other people other stuff a part of the EU besides the Thrawn trilogy. That is the reason I don't really I haven't reviewed the Thrawn trilogy yet, because I don't just want to expose the most popular novels. I want to expose the other stuff too. I want people to check out the stuff that isn't written by Timothy Zahn. There's other stuff besides the stuff that Zahn wrote. So I could help the movement by doing that, and I believe it has helped. Even if it isn't as much as donating for the billboard, which I couldn't do, at least I'm doing something. At least I'm doing something that I feel is positive. I'm doing something that I genuinely love. And if that's a problem for you people, well, too bad. Because Would you want to read something that you hate and you know you're going to hate it, you're not going to enjoy it? Would you want to waste your time? Because I guarantee you wouldn't want to waste your time either. It's an undeniable fact that you will not waste your time reading something that you don't like or watching something you don't like. I guarantee you would feel the same way as us. You wouldn't want to waste your time reading something you don't like. I guarantee you that. Or you're just an idiot that freaking would... But seriously, you have to be an idiot to actually waste your time on something that you hate. And that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, I just figured I had to get it off my chest. Knowing my luck, this will get more views than my actual reviews. That's fucking stupid. Anyway. To close this video, in closing, don't waste your time on something that you hate, regardless what it is. It doesn't have to be Star Wars, the new Star Wars canon. Don't waste your time on something that you hate, and don't listen to people that make you feel like you're missing out, because you're not going to be part of the new hipster culture that's Star Wars. Don't feel left out, because you're not being left out. You're not missing out. What you would be missing out by reading the new stuff is time. Time that you cannot get back. Time that could be betterly spent reading the old stuff that you haven't read yet. Money that you could be spending reading stuff that you haven't read yet. Money that could be spent supporting the expanded universe movement in whatever way possible, whether it's buying Legends New or buying a Legends New and donating it to a library that accepts books. There's ways you can help the expanded universe movement in many ways. You could do stuff that would be far more fulfilling for the EU movement than reading something that you hate. Is it okay to like both? Yes, it is. It really is. But that's a topic for another day. About maybe I'll talk about the new canon. Maybe not the new canon itself, but is it possible to like both? And I'm going to talk about that another day because this video has gone on long enough. Anyway, guys, may the force be with you. Hopefully I'll get a review up by the end of the week. Anyway, peace out, everyone, and have a nice day.